see that 6-year-old Anu over there? That 6-year-old. You can see her, right? She's holding that little bag in her hand. She's standing at the threshold of her Nani house. You know what she's waiting for? She's waiting for her little sister to come into this world. Her mom has come to her mother's house to deliver the baby. A little baby sister. Oh my God, now look what's happening. The baby's come there. It's so much of fun, isn't it? I have a baby sister now. I can play with her. You know that, right? I can play with her. I can have fun. But her parents are leaving. Her parents are leaving. They're not even saying a goodbye. They're not even looking at her. They're not even saying to her why they're leaving her. And she cannot understand why they have suddenly, abruptly left her. She's asking me to ask you all, is she a bad girl? Has she done something wrong? Why is it that her mom and dad haven't even said goodbye to her and they've left her? Namaste, I'm Dr. Anu Mehta. And I've spent decades listening to the silent stories inside my body. Stories of pain that were not mine. Patterns that I did not choose and yet somehow inherited. I understood that the first step to taking care of my generational traumas, which were unhealed, was to accept myself just the way I am. To belong to myself the way I want to belong. And the process was break your silence, speak your truth, and rewrite those intergenerational traumas with love and compassion. Well, do you see something broken in me? Not really, right? There was really nothing to broken in me, so there was really nothing to fix in me. Aha, I had to call back all those parts of me. You know which parts? The parts that I had broken. I'd cut, I'd shoved it up and thrown it into the closet. Those parts of me. And not with impatience, but with love, I had to ask my past to come and reunite back with me. I had to learn to choose myself, not waiting for you all to choose me. Well, this isn't just my story, it's yours. It's yours, and it's yours. So I ask you all today, walk with me. Get into your inherited stories, your pain, your stuff, and see if you can turn them around, rewrite them, and transform your generational stories. Ask yourself 3 questions. The first one being, what is it that you have done? What is it, which part of you have you silenced? You know why? In order for people to accept you. Really? People to accept you? People to accept you? And which part of you is still waiting? Waiting for that someone to accept you completely the way you are? And the most important one, when will you all accept yourself? When I peeped into my stories of my family, I realized that there was so much of pain there, so much of separation, and so much of loss. In 1937, my grandfather lost his wife due to failed abortion. The poor lady died. Even before she was cremated, my grandfather was married again. My father, then just 2 years of age, lost not only his mother on that day, but also his father. They were relatives who brought my father up and his brother, but really there was no one to take care of their emotions, their sadness, and their loneliness. Let's fast forward from here to 1974, the year in which Anu's parents left her at her nani house. My father shut shop and they left from Ludhiana and moved to Mumbai. My sister was born, they took her along. They left me behind. It wasn't my choice, and I asked myself this question all my life. Why didn't they choose me? Why did they choose my sister? Was I a bad girl? Was something wrong with me? Let's fast forward from here to 2008. This is the time of global financial recession. This was the time when I was living in Czech Republic and we were coming back to Mumbai because my husband had lost his job. My son then 15 and my daughter 12. They had to be sent to the hostel. They both did not show any anger. I didn't see any confusion in their eyes. But what I saw was pain. And in that pain, when I saw their eyes, I saw my pain. I went back to 1974. I went back to the time when I could feel that pain inside me. Could it be possible that my father had the same pain back in 1937? Could it be that this pain was connecting all of us together? This pain felt like thorns in me. It felt like as if someone was gripping me with this pain. Let me take you to the overlapping patterns. The overlapping patterns that happened were in 1974. The overlapping patterns were about my father had left, my mom had left, they'd taken my younger sister. And I missed them. I longed to meet them. And every time I would visit them in Mumbai, every time I left Ludhiana and went to Mumbai to visit them, every time we went to a relative's house. And what happened? My relatives, I would experience inappropriate touch. And you know what? It happened in front of everyone. No one intervened. No one protected me. Not even my parents. And I thought to myself, are these all people blind? Can't they see what is happening? My voice got locked behind my ribs. And I disappeared inwardly for more than 30 years. After 30 years, when I broke my silence and told my mom, Mom, such a thing had happened, she confessed to me that the same man had shown inappropriate behavior towards her too. She had hidden it. She never spoke about it. My father was never informed about it. He passed away to the other world without ever knowing that his wife too had dealt with the same man's inappropriate behavior. Then in 2008, when I was coming back from Czech Republic back to Mumbai, my daughter walked up to me. She said to me, Mama, I'm not feeling safe. I heard her. When I asked her, she said, Mom, it's another relative. And there was a taxi driver with whom she had experienced this inappropriate touch. I listened to her. I believed her. And in my listening, my believing, and my trusting her, 3 generations healed. And in my listening to her, a new platform opened up. A platform where many people, many children like me, many adults could break their silence and let go of their shame. I always thought that the pain that I felt inside my body was just mine. Till I came across a research. Do you know what this research was all about? They had taken mice and they had put those mice in cold tubes. They'd separated these mice from their parents, basically from their mother. And what was the result? The result was that these mice exhibited trauma-like behavior. Wow. It wasn't just that. The DNA did not get impacted, but how the rats reacted was impacted. So it became epigenetic. They found that the rats' children and grandchildren, all of them got and exhibited the same behavior. Now let's pause. If this can happen to mice, then what happens to you and me and our families, our children, our great-grandchildren? Is it possible that none of you are blank slates? All of you are carrying the data from your parents, your grandparents, and great-grandparents and further and don't even know? Maybe the stories, silent stories that you're carrying inside you are not yours. Maybe they are the ones of someone else. Ask yourself this question. Well, I too was carrying my people's stories, and what was amazing here? I was carrying my father's strategies. Just to list a few. My father told me, Beta, in some relationships, there are no calculations. And I heard him. Today, when I look back, I hear back the same words, I ask myself, was he talking about no calculations with his mother who expired when he was just 2? Or was he talking about calculations with his father who was really never there for him? Or was he talking about the relatives who couldn't really take care of him? Or was he talking about my mother? Or me? Or my sister? Which relationships he lost the power to calculate? And I echoed his idea of love. I said to people, love ke liye kuch bhi karega, which means I'll do anything for love. Really? I was stuck in the same love trap. Well, it wasn't just this. I carried another beautiful survival technique. You see, anytime my father had to deal with anything that was painful, you know what he did? He became busy. Very busy. So now, if I have anything that's painful for me emotionally and I cannot deal with it, do you know what I do? I get busy. More pain, more busy. More pain, more busy. More pain, more busy. And if that wasn't enough, I had my mom's strategies. You behave with me in a way that I feel is not okay, and I feel small and I can disappear. I can disappear inwardly. I can disappear into a corner. I will become absolutely silent. So silent that it will feel as if I've cut off my relationship with you. If this wasn't it, then 11 years back, I realized I was carrying my papa's grief and sadness. You know how I manifested it? In the form of silent heart attacks. Shh. Silent heart attacks. Absolutely silent. I can't show my pain to anyone. There really isn't anyone to see my pain. Really isn't. So I wasn't going to show my pain to just anyone. And if that was not enough, the cherry on the cake was last bit when I realized that my neuroception or my nervous system was actually waiting. You know for what? My nervous system was waiting for my mom to come back to me. My mom is alive. I meet her practically every day. And yet, the little Anu there was waiting for her mother to come back to her. That mother who had left her for 3 years at her Nani house. She was waiting for that mother to come back. Not this mother. And I was stuck there. My healing began when I stopped running. When I accepted myself the way I am. When I learned to belong to myself. And with me, my daughter, my mother, and I started healing. We started walking towards each other. We listened to each other. We shared with each other. We accepted each other and we trusted each other. I have my mom here today. Hi, Mom. And today, I finally walked back to her. Silence once held me. Now there is a song. The song that I sing brings my heart to rest, my body to smile, and my life fulfilled. When I sing the song, others remember their song. And I understood that healing is not loud. Healing is about one truth, one choice, and one voice that's finally heard. Thank you.